All right, what is up, everyone? OJ over here from Player Essence. Welcome back to another Player Essence Cross Nintendo. Today is Friday, so we got that going for you guys. Should be a great show. We're gonna be talking about the best news in Nintendo for the week. That's what Player Essence Cross Nintendo is. So a little bit like PE Live, but just more like Nintendo and the best news for the week. So not necessarily new information, but just the best information. We'll talk about topics that you guys want to discuss. We'll go over other things, but just kind of giving the lowdown for the people who are new here and haven't been around. Oh, Friday. It's always Arnold Palmer Fridays here on Player Essence, which happens to be every single day. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you guys have your favorite drink on Fridays, you know, TGIF, go ahead and have a drink with me here on Fridays. Have your favorite drink. So here we go. You guys should have one already. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to go grab your favorite drink and come right back. In the meantime, I will say what's up to everybody here in the chat. We'll go into shout outs. So shout outs to Dank Meme Center is here. What's up, Dank Meme Center? You changed your avatar. Cool. In the House Gaming is here. What's up, In the House Gaming? How you doing today? Alonzo Vines is here. What's good, Alonzo? 1983 Nick is here. Yo, shout outs to In the House. Welcome back. Responsored up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. In the House is already an Elite Ninja. Just responsoring up. Appreciate that. You guys give some love for In the House Gaming. Responsoring. I can drink to that. Shout outs. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Yo, NR Merritt, what's good, man? What's good? How you doing today? How you doing today, man? We're still setting up everything with you. Don't worry. Getting everything set up for that. And the final details. What am I drinking? I told you guys. I told you an Arnold Palmer half and half, 0 calorie. That's what I always drink. If you guys see a can, it's an Arnold Palmer. If you guys see this, it's always water because I just fill these up with water. So if you see, it's not a Powerade Zero in there. You know what I'm saying? So if you see me drinking out of this, it's always water. If you see me drinking out of this, it's always iced tea. It's always iced tea. So there you go. Brisk tea is very good. It's just too much sugar. That's the only thing that I don't like. Yo, Kaido J, how's it going? KJ2399 is here. What's good? Focus on Me is here. Water, baby. Let's go. Yeah, you need your water. Although this is pretty damn watery. There's no sugar in this. There's no anything. There's 1 gram of carbohydrate. It's zeros down the board. It's pretty watery. This is pretty much water. But it's tea. Has like a little lemon flavor to it, and that's about it. It's like they squeeze a little bit of a lemon in there and put a little bit of some dry tea in there or something. I don't know, but it just tastes like flavored water, like barely anything. But yeah, it's 0 calories. Yo, your son was born. Congratulations, NR Merritt. Shout out to Elite Ninja NR Merritt, welcoming little NR Merritt to the family. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. I remember when my daughter was born. Magical time. So congratulations on that. And I know you're going to be an amazing dad. Yo, what's up, Alonzo? I'm just streaming and hanging out with you guys today. We got a lot of stuff to go over for Player Essence Cross Nintendo, so it should be fun. Should be fun. Corey says stupid YouTube notifications. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the YouTube notifications not really working that well. Not really working that well. They haven't been working on my channel for a while. Some of you guys get them, but the majority of my subs do not get the YouTube notifications because either they don't hit the bell or they just haven't watched some of my videos, or sometimes the channel notifications just stop working, so therefore they stop watching the videos, so therefore they don't even come to my channel. I mean, I've had people come back and say, hey, you're still making content, OJ? Wow. And I'm like, when did I ever stop making content? You know, like, they're like, oh, well, I just randomly popped in and I remembered you. And I'm like, ugh, YouTube. Anyway. Yo, what's up, Anthony Rudd? How you doing today? Let's see. Your Black Cat is here. Shout outs to Zyphos Gaming. Elite Ninja Zyphos Gaming is here. Jeffrey Augustine is here. Joe Pultz is here. Let's go. Hey, and you've got the avatar, my man. Thank you so much for being the elite ninja that you are. Shout outs. Artist Akira is here. What's good, Artist Akira? Playtendo X is here. Good to see you here again, Playtendo X. Good to see you here. Party Man is here. Black Cat, once again, 1989. How you doing? Muhammad is here. What's good, man? Luna F. What's good, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My mind is, like I said, I talked about, you know, mental health a lot, you know, already this year. But my mental health in 2019, it's a brand new year. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to, you know, kind of reinvigorate just everything in general, you know. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better mentally. I'm doing a lot better mentally this year at the beginning of the year than last year at the beginning of the year. Last year at the beginning of the year, I was sleeping on this ground and waking up at 3 a.m. and making videos, and I was severely overweight. I think I was about 30 to 40 pounds overweight. So yeah, I was eating really unhealthy too, and not exercising anywhere near as much as I need to. So mentally, I'm in a much better state this year. So I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Let's see here. It's all good. MTY 1983. Wave Symphony is here. What's good? Wave Symphony is here. All right, Lord Carnage, you said you can't stay long. Yeah, ask a question, Lord Carnage, and I'll answer since you can't stay very long. Grubby K9 is here. What's good, Grubby K9? Plushie essence. Yeah. Thank you, Playtendo. I thought your name was familiar. I knew you've been around for a long time, because if you say that you've been around since the Wii U days, yeah, I'm definitely looking a lot different, and I think better. Except for like when I first started doing the Wii U, I was fine because like doing like the Wii U days or Wii U content, I was fine because I was a lot younger. I think I was like 24 when I first started doing like Wii U stuff. I think I was 2012. So what year are we in? We're in 2019. So that's 7 years. Oh man, has it been 7 years? It's going on 7 years. Yeah, it'll be 7 years this year since the Wii U launched. So I was in my early mid-20s. I was 24 when the Wii U came out. So yeah. But yeah, definitely I started looking a lot older as the years went on. But things got more and more stressful. You know, more and more stressful, you know, so I think my looks reflected that at times. But yeah, now I'm in a good spot now, man. I'm exercising. I'm actually around the same weight that I was when I was in college, which is good. Like at the end of college, which is really good, because I was the best shape I was in my life. I'm almost right around that weight. In college, I was 170 pounds. I'm about 180 pounds right now. So I'm about 10 pounds off of my college weight, which is good. Yo, what's up, Kofi K? Shout outs to Elite Ninja Kofi K, long-term Elite Ninja. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Yo, Fury Tiger, good evening, my man. Co-captain of the Viking Nation. How you doing today? Big Mo 375 is here. Shout out to Elite Ninja Big Mo. Saab Vasquez, how you doing? Good to see you here like always, my man. SV, good to see you here, man. Well, we'll talk about all of that. Well, I guess that's a Smash Brothers question. So let's go ahead and let's get into the content here first, guys, and then we'll talk about, we'll answer your questions on Smash Brothers. So, Smash Brothers, what we got this week is that Super Smash Brothers Ultimate was the top selling product on Amazon. I made a video about it. There was, you know, Twitter news and all that stuff. It was a top selling video game product of 2019. So it beat out PSN cards and all of that. And it was also the top selling video game of 2019, or sorry, 2018, my bad. 2018, 2018, guys, my bad. Top selling video game of 2018. Top selling video game product of 2018 on Amazon.com. Now, that's just one place that's here in the US. I'm pretty sure it was, for most places, Super Smash Brothers was the top selling game. Most Amazons, like Amazon, got Canada, it was the top selling one. I'm pretty sure all the other ones, it was probably one of the top selling, if not the top selling. So really good stuff for Super Smash Brothers. It's kind of dominating, it's taking over. And it's not even just like the impact that I've seen with Smash Brothers is absolutely nuts, because you're starting to see kind of like a revolution with that you never saw with Smash Brothers for Wii U. You know, Twitch was popular, but not quite as popular as it is now at this point. But you're seeing people, like, you know, get thousands upon thousands of views, and you're seeing the esports scene, the tournament scene. You're seeing people that are starting up these new Smash Brothers tournaments, and it's just been amazing. The reaction to Smash Ultimate from the older Smash fans, so Smash 64, Smash Melee, those guys, Project M fans, has been astronomical, way higher than what Smash 4 got, you know, because I think Smash 4 was a little bit, it was disjointed because of the launch, right? Because of the 3DS, and then because of the Wii U, because they launched it one time here and then another time there, and then they launched like 3DS, obviously that went first, so you can't, it's hard to capture 3DS footage and do tournaments, although they did, but it's hard to, I mean, that stuff's expensive. Getting capture cards for 3DS and playing on that screen like that, that's just, it's just tough for some people. So I think that it was a bit disjointed when it comes to the tournament scene and like the impact, but I think that it's not just, the success of it isn't just people buying a copy, one person. I think it's people buying multiple copies. The tournament scene more so than anything. I mean, we're seeing the most setups. We're seeing ridiculous amounts of people enter tournaments. I just think that everybody's just buying this game, like way more than what we saw with Smash 4, and that was on an install base of, at the time, I mean, I don't know what the Wii U, I think that was like around like maybe 2014, so that's 2 years. So what was the install base after the 2 years? Maybe like 5 million or something, like 5 to 10 million, somewhere in that range. It might have been less than that. It might have actually, I mean, right around that, maybe 7 to 8 million, right around in that range. Anyway, so, but if you combine that with the 3DS install base, obviously the 3DS at that time was like, you know, 30 something million or whatever, or no, 40 or 50 million or something like that, you know? So it still had a way bigger install base to sell the game to, yet Smash Ultimate is kind of like blowing it out. Like it's kind of like blowing out Smash 4 in sales with a small, far smaller install base. So to see this game dominate was just like a dream come true for me, because as a, you know, competitive player, as a huge Smash Brothers fan, I want to see this game be supported for a long time. I mean, if you're a Wii U veteran, you know, a 3DS veteran, and you played Smash Brothers for Wii U competitively, or if you played it, you know, that game had a very short like lifespan in modern terms, right? Like 2014 it came out, by Evo 2018 that game was dead. You know what I'm saying? Like Evo 2018 cemented, I mean, it was already kind of being dead before that because of Bayonetta. Really, the death of Smash Brothers for Wii U was when Bayonetta came out. But like, and when the Wii U, when Nintendo kind of moved on from that, but like Evo 2018 cemented its death, like of probably people that are just going to be crapping on this game. Even though I like the game, I love Smash for Wii U, people are going to be crapping on this game. Like after Evo 2018, I knew nobody's going to be like, they're going to say this game was trash. Like everyone's going to say this game was trash. People who played Smash 4 and who liked it then are going to go back and say, you know what, this game was absolute trash. And that's exactly what's happening with a lot of people with Smash Ultimate, right? This one is so much better. It has single player modes. It has the Roll of Light, the spirits, you know, it has all these different things. It has all the characters, like Snake's back and all the Icies are back. Like you can pick your, you know, Wolf is back. You can finally pick all of your mains and your characters that you had before, you know, and like you can kill. It's a faster paced game. You know, it's just not as defensive. Like I'm like, man, people are just going to trash this game. That's exactly what's happening with the competitive community. So it's interesting to see what's kind of going down there. So yeah, I'm going to go to tournaments. Yeah, I'm going to go to tournaments. I have a local that I'm going to go to this weekend, so we'll see how I do. Shout outs to O'Doyle rules. Okay, that's what it is with the bits. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the bits. Thank you. So yeah, man. Yo, greetings from Greece. Shout outs, man. Freaky Tats, how you doing, man? Good to see you here from Greece. Let's see here. My man NYX. What's your record online? what's your GSP at, and how many characters you got in Elite Smash, my man? I want to ask you a question. What can you answer those? Dank Meme says there are tournaments happening in Florida this weekend where Zero is going to. Smash Ultimate is good for people who never try to go to tourney for Smash 4. Yeah, it's a different style of game. It's a different style of game, man. Let's see. Saab says from my own personal experience, 5 family members. I have. Hold up. Let me just read it off of here because it's being weird here. Hold up. Let me just read off what. Let me read off what Sab said. Okay. Oh, so yeah, you have a lot of family members that are buying it. Okay, I got you. Got you. Let me get caught up with the messages here, guys. Antonio says people that skip the Wii and the Wii U are amazed by Smash Ultimate. That's why they're extra happy with the game. Yeah, but it's interesting that it's even like blown up like past Brawl, because Brawl was like the casual type of Smash Brothers game, right? Even more casual than what we've seen before in any of the other Smash games. Yet Smash Brawl is going to get blown out in sales too right now. So yeah. No, I was just asking a question, my man. NYX, I know it was a joke. I know you were joking. I was just asking a question. That's it. Do I look mad? I was just simply asking a question. Oh, I know he was joking. He was joking. I know he was. I just wanted to ask you what's your GSP at and how many. That's all I was asking. I was just asking a question back. That's it. I wasn't mad. Lord Carnage says, would you be shocked if Smash Ultimate will be Game of the Year for 2019, even though it would never happen? Well, Game of the Year for if you're talking about Game of the Year for 2019, that would only qualify for people who didn't have cutoff dates, right? So if you're talking about the Game Awards, I wouldn't be shocked, but I would definitely be like, wow, like, you know, that's interesting. Because it did come out in 2018 and people probably would have forgot about it. And like a lot of the mainstream press, they don't know how to play Smash Brothers. They're trash, dude. Like I played against, I'm not going to say who, but I played against a lot of the mainstream press in Smash Brothers. They're horrible. Like literally like the biggest journalists, you know, the biggest editors for like a lot of these big sites, they are horrible, dude. They are absolutely garbage. So, I mean, like they don't play the game any longer than they have to. They just play there, they press buttons, they throw some items, then they're done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect them to be voting in Smash Brothers like when they're playing. Like they'd rather be stimulated by some graphics like Red Dead or something like that. So no, I don't expect it, but they don't know how to play Smash Brothers. Nobody in the media, none of the mainstream press, none of them know how to play Smash Brothers correctly. They all play like scrubs. So I don't expect them to vote Smash Brothers as a Game of the Year. You know, they did the same thing with Smash for Wii U. So even when Smash for Wii U was eligible, it still didn't win Game of the Year. So yeah, man. What's good? What's good, everyone? What's good? What's good to the new people joining in? All right, take it easy, Lord Carnage. Thanks for coming out to the stream, homie. Yukichi, that's a random question. I'll answer random questions towards the end, my man. We're kind of talking about Smash right now. You know what? And here's the thing, NYX, we'll talk about random questions towards the end, guys. If you guys have stuff we'll talk about that. We're talking about Smash right now. So try to keep the questions towards Smash. Once we get into random Q&A, you guys will know. But we're talking about Smash right now. I don't want to get too far off topic with other things. Once we get to the random Q&A, then you guys can kind of go off about that. But if you have any other questions based on Smash or anything, statements that you want to say about Smash Brothers and the sales or whatever the case is, DLC, potential rumors, I'll talk about all that. But I'm not going to talk about just random stuff or just random questions, guys. Otherwise, it just keeps on going. Let's see. No, I have not started World of Light yet. That's how good Smash Ultimate is. I don't even care about World of Light. I will be doing World of Light, a playthrough. I don't know exactly when, but I will be doing a playthrough. But I want to do our first tournament for Smash Brothers probably by the end of the month or the mid-month, and I want to call it the Great Ninja War. You know, #1, then all the way up to whatever. And I want to have some prizes. But here's the thing, though. It's going to be for sponsors. You guys get first priority. However, I am thinking about letting users in, like a fee for users to come in. Because it's going to be something to where I have to get people to moderate the Discord and moderate the matches and make sure people have know the rules and all that. But I'm thinking about setting up that tournament at the end of this month. But World of Light, I'm thinking about getting some Let's Plays of World of Light going pretty soon here. So look forward to that. But I'm also thinking about doing a week of Castlevania on the channel as well, where we play, week of Belmonts, where I just play the Belmonts and I try to grind them to Elite Smash and see how many points I can get. I'm really bad with the Belmonts in Smash Ultimate, but I want to play them and kind of do that. So I'm thinking about new content with Smash Brothers and all that. So look forward to that. Um, let's see here. Dank Meme says, do you think Jack Frost could be an Echo for Joker in Smash Ultimate? Why would Jack Frost be an Echo for Joker in Smash Ultimate? That doesn't even make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. If Jack Frost is a DLC character, he's going to be a unique character to himself. He's not going to be an Echo. Joker's abilities in Smash Ultimate are not going to be the same as Jack Frost. That makes absolutely no sense. They don't even come from the same franchise. One of them's Persona. I mean, they're both Shin Megami Tensei. Like, one's a spinoff, but like, Jack Frost is Jack Frost. And yeah, I know you can use Jack Frost or whatever, but I don't. They do count. Technically, yes, the same franchise. Whatever, I get that. But like, why would he be an Echo? That makes absolutely no sense for Jack Frost if he's in the game to be an Echo of Joker. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Jack Frost can't do what Joker can do, and vice versa. Let's see. Who are you going to play at your local, Sheik or a Spacey? I'm going to play as Wolf and Sheik. Wolf, Sheik, and Inkling. Although Inkling's, the thing about Inkling's much better, in my opinion, than Wolf and Sheik. But the thing that I don't like about Inkling is the ink management. That's the only thing that I don't like. I'd rather just use Wolf and, just use Wolf or just bust my butt and use Sheik, than have to worry about managing my ink. That's the only thing. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Hunter64 says it best. He says none of the DLC characters will be Echo Fighters, all original. Exactly. I mean, I don't see why you're going to make a DLC character that's like unique, and you only have 5 DLC characters, right? There's only going to be 5, and obviously the tone of it, like, why would you even think that one of them is going to be an Echo of another announced character? That's silly, based off of like the announcement and what Nintendo has said. Obviously, these DLC characters are going to be a big deal. They're going to be unique. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's what's going to happen because they're taking all the way till 2020 to make the DLC. Like, so, I mean, why would they sit there and one of them be an Echo Fighter? That's ridiculous based off of what they've said and everything. So yeah. Any other things when it comes to Smash Brothers, guys, or do you guys want to move on to the next topic here? I mean, Antonio, I mean, that's something then, yeah, I get that, but I don't think they're even good. But Nintendo's counting Echo Fighters as new characters. So they would count, if they're going to do that, they would count it as another character, right? Because the total character count in Smash Brothers, they're not subtracting Echo Fighters. Like Richter and Simon, they counted them as 2 separate characters. Peach and Daisy, they counted them as 2 separate characters, So I don't think they would count them separately. And I don't think that if Jack Frost is in the game, I don't think he's going to be an Echo of, like, usually Echoes are like the same height and size and all of that, or around that. Like Jack Frost is a tiny little thing, a hee-haw, like tiny little snowman. You know what I'm saying? Joker's a taller, like, man, or teenager or whatever. How old is Joker in that? I think he's like 16 or something like that. I forgot the age of Joker. He's in high school, whatever. 15, 16 years old. So they're not going to make an Echo Fighter of somebody. That's just not going to work. Like, what Joker can do is not. Echo Fighters are going to be very similar to, or Echo Fighters are very similar to whatever, Peach, Daisy, whatever. That's going to be the same. Simon, Richter, that's going to be the same. So yeah, I don't think Jack Frost is going to be an Echo Fighter if he's in the game. What about a Monster Hunter fighter? I mean, I think that's possible too. I think a Monster Hunter fighter is very possible considering the popularity of Monster Hunter, but I wouldn't rule it out. Yuri from Tales of? I mean, I think if they put in a Tales of character, it would be Lloyd. But that's just me. Thinking that's just me. I think they would, because of the GameCube, so Tales of Symphonia. I would think they put in Lloyd Irving, but I mean, I guess Yuri's also potentially, but I think they would put in Lloyd. I personally feel that they'd put in Lloyd, but that's just me. Shadow King says Jack Frost is an ice demon to boot, so echoing Joker would make no sense. Joker, through his persona, can use all elements. There you go. Well, I mean, they can make it make sense, but I just don't think that they would echo, like, if they're gonna do an echo, they'd make it like a Shin Megami Tensei 4 protagonist. It would be like, you know, Flynn, or like I can see like an echo like that, you know, or Ryuji or something else, you know, like another person. They wouldn't make a demon, you know. They wouldn't echo him with a demon. That's dumb, you know. So yeah. Let's see here. Antonio Barbosa says, player, since it would be great if at least one Microsoft character joined Smash, maybe from Halo. I don't know why. Why would that be great? Why do people think that's a great thing? You know, I don't think we need a Halo rep. What has Halo done for Nintendo? What? In my opinion, I mean, people just want it because it's Microsoft and they want it like, oh, we got a Microsoft, like, but like to me, it's a celebration of gaming for what they can do for Nintendo, like, and what they can do for the Switch, like. Why should we get a Halo rep? I mean, that's cool if Master Chief gets in or something like that, but maybe they should make their own Smash Brothers game with Master Chief in it, or make a different fighting game with Is Master Chief even in Killer Instinct? Master Chief isn't even in Killer Instinct. You know, so if Master Chief isn't even, or is he in, I don't think he's in Killer Instinct. So Master Chief isn't even in Killer Instinct, or is he? I don't know. You guys remind me if he is or not. But I don't know. I think that there's a lot more deserving people than Master Chief, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like an Arbiter or something like that. It's like, why do they deserve to get in? I know Isaac, but Master Chief. I mean, I don't know if he deserves to get in. I mean, it'd be cool. Obviously, it'd be cool, and it'd cause a huge tidal wave, but I don't know if he deserves it. Like, what is he? He's done nothing. It's a Microsoft character. He's done nothing for Nintendo. Absolutely nothing. So maybe if Halo actually ended up releasing on the DS, like it almost did, then I'd be like, all right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there was a Halo on the DS. There's been some synergy there. I get that. But what has Halo done for Nintendo? Like, it's done nothing. I think there's a lot more characters that deserve it more so than Master Chief or something like that. So, okay, so Arbiter is in Killer Instinct. Okay, so Arbiter isn't. I thought that there was a person from the Halo franchise, so they got that in there, but there's no Master Chief in Killer Instinct. But I don't know. I just don't feel like he deserves it. They should make their own fighting game and put Master Chief and Halo and all that other stuff in there. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of putting in characters that have done nothing for Nintendo. All of a sudden they've got a spot. You know, at least Joker is in Persona Q too. At the minimum, you know, at least Joker's in there at the minimum, you know, whereas there's zero Halo. It's a first party Microsoft franchise, you know. Yeah. And look, here's the thing, Antonio. I'm a huge Halo fan. Believe it or not, I played Halo. You guys have heard me talk about Halo on the channel. I played Halo growing up in high school. We had Halo parties at my house pretty much every single weekend. We would play Halo. We'd bring the big old CRT TVs. One time at my friend Big Chris's house, we played Halo from 6 p.m. all the way to 6 a.m. Dude, we played for 12 hours almost straight. Just Blood Gulch, Team Deathmatch, you know, or Capture the Flag. Like, I'm a huge Halo fan. I played Halo 2. I played Halo 3. I did all that stuff. However, that doesn't mean I want to see Master Chief in Smash Brothers. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I think Master Chief should be in Smash Brothers. You know, I mean, I'm a fan of other franchises that I think deserve it too. I think a Xenosaga rep or like a Baten Kaitos. There's nobody from Baten Kaitos from the GameCube. I think like Leon S. Kennedy. I think he deserves it. Like, how about a Resident Evil rep? How about a Jill Valentine or something like that? Jill Valentine, Leon S. Kennedy. I think they deserve it way more. If you're gonna get like a realistic person with a gun, I think Leon deserves it more than Master Chief. Resident Evil 4 GameCube, let's go. You know, Dark Side Chronicles, right? We got Resident Evil 4 coming to the Switch this year. To me, that's a far better pick than Master Chief. But that's just me. That's just me. So, but I respect your opinion, and I know people want Banjo-Kazooie. I know people want, you know, Master Chief. I know there's people that love, you know, Microsoft franchises, whatever. I get that, you know. I'm just talking about it from like, man, I'm looking at all these other guys. I think a Leon S. Kennedy would be a lot cooler than anything Microsoft has. That's just my opinion, though. Let's see here. Well, yeah, well, the thing about it is, yes, Final Fantasy VII was not on Nintendo consoles until, I mean, obviously Final Fantasy VII is coming. The thing, though, is that Final Fantasy has been represented on Nintendo consoles. And the thing with Final Fantasy is that there's always a different protagonist, right? So if Nintendo wanted a Final Fantasy character on like the Wii U, on the 3DS, like, it doesn't matter that there wasn't Final Fantasy VII. They just wanted Final Fantasy. There were multiple Final Fantasy games on the Wii. There were multiple Final Fantasy games on the 3DS. So there was Final Fantasy. Every single Final Fantasy is different. They just picked the most popular character, you know, not necessarily saying, oh, well, since there isn't Final Fantasy VII, oh, well, that, no, it's just they wanted Final Fantasy. So who do we pick from Final Fantasy? Oh, well, everybody knows who Cloud is, so let's go ahead and pick Cloud. I think they just wanted a Final Fantasy character, so therefore Cloud was the one that they picked. But Final Fantasy was on multiple Nintendo, I mean, the Wii U, oh, not the Wii U. The Wii U had like Virtual Console Final Fantasy, but there was representation of that franchise, and since every single Final Fantasy, there's a whole new cast, they just picked the most popular one. It wasn't necessarily targeting one Final Fantasy over another, or one that's been on a Nintendo system. So that's kind of, in my opinion, that's kind of how they did it, because it's like, who do you pick somebody from Final Fantasy VI? I mean, probably not. Like, what do you pick? Do you pick the Crystal Bearers guy? Like, no, you're not gonna do that. How about the My Life as a Dark Lord or whatever? You pick that person? No, you just pick Cloud. Just get the most popular one, you know? You just want the representation. And also with Final Fantasy Explorers on the Nintendo 3DS, there was like a Cloud outfit on there. You can dress up just like Cloud or whatever, make your character look like that. Also, Dream Drop Distance. Cloud was on Dream Drop Distance. So, I mean, it's like there was Final Fantasy representation on there. You know, it wasn't necessarily have to be Final Fantasy VII, you know, by itself. So yeah. Spawn for Smash? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. Is it Ayai and Mimi for Monkey Ball? I think it's become a meme at this point. You know, when it comes to this person or that person for Smash, it's become just like, you know, a meme on who they're gonna put in Smash next, because everyone is here. So, I personally would love Chrono from Chrono Trigger, but I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see, you know, we'll have to wait and see on that one. We get a Monkey Ball character that's a Echo for Diddy. Echo for Diddy. Let's go. Sans for Smash. Yes, Sans for Smash. Let's go. Undertale. OJ in Smash. I've had a number of people tell me that. But if Reggie Fils-Aimé couldn't even get into Smash as his own character and not a Mii fighter, then I don't think I'm going to get in. So if Reggie can't get in, then I don't think I'm going to get in. But I'm not sure how a monkey in a smooth ball would work as a fighter. Oh, they just make him like Diddy. It's just a monkey that fights, and then basically, let's say like your side B will be like Jigglypuff, like where you roll into a ball, and you just do the same thing with Monkey Ball. The ball just appears and he rolls and he hits you with it. You know, maybe you can spin dash like Sonic and hit people in the ball. Obviously, he's not going to be in the ball the whole time. He would be out of the ball. But they should just add all of the most famous monkeys. They should add Mojo Jojo. They should add, what was it? What's the dude from Samba de Amigo or whatever? They should add Samba de Amigo, Dreamcast guy. They should add him. He's a cool monkey. They should add all the different monkeys in there. I mean, that's just something that, that they should do. So hopefully they do that one of these days, huh? I already talked multiple times about that. Arash, we already talked about Nintendo Direct rumors on the channel, my man. I don't know why you're telling me the rumors say this date. I've already got multiple. I talked about that 2 separate videos within a span of 2 weeks about a January Direct. So why are you telling me the rumors say this about the Direct? If you're on my channel, bruh, I mean, you're not watching the videos. If you're telling me, hey, OJ, the rumors say this about it, I've already talked about it. I've already talked about it. I don't know why you're telling me about rumors with the Direct, as if I don't already know, and they're not videos on my channel about a Direct, my man. So yeah. Let's see. Someone with needs to create a cooperation of player essence to get him in the main character that you play, bro. That's not happening. Y'all crazy. Dial M for monkey. Oh, that's the Dexter's Lab, right? Like, okay, that monkey needs to be in Smash because that's a monkey with the superpowers, right? Dial M for monkey. Yo, I like that those little clip. Like that was like it wasn't a normal thing that they did on Dexter's Lab. It was just like every now and then you would see the Dial M for monkey. What was the other animal though? Like what was the other one that he would fight against? Like I forgot. Yo, shout outs. Yo, Urcha, what's good? She says, love your stream setup and OBS layout. Thank you so much, Urcha. I appreciate that. You guys shout outs to Urcha Gaming. She is amazing. I think she's Poland, right? Poland? Shout outs to International Essence. She's from across multiple ponds. So shout outs to Urcha. You guys go subscribe to her channel too. Awesome YouTuber, awesome content. Norwegian, damn it. Sorry about that. I messed up. Norwegian. I'm doing good, Urch. I'm doing good. How are you? We would love to have you on the podcast one of these days. We would love to have you on the PE podcast. We would love to have you. But I know you have like some crazy time zone difference, so we'd have to make sure that the time zones work out for you. Earthworm Jim for Smash? When I was a kid, Earthworm Jim was freaking amazing. They had okay, so you have the Genesis game. That was the version that I played, was the Genesis version. I played the Super Nintendo one too, but I played Earthworm Jim on the Genesis. I used to watch the cartoon show. The cartoon show was freaking dope. It was funny. If you have not seen the Earthworm Jim cartoon show, make sure you guys check it out. Earthworm Jim cartoon show was freaking amazing. In the House Gaming says, when does the first DLC fighter in Smash release? I want to know how long I can wait till purchasing Fighter Pass. Well, in the House Gaming, if I knew when the first DLC fighter from the Fighters Pass announced, don't you think everybody would know? We don't know when it's going to be, my man. If we knew that, trust me, you would know. Like, that's not something that you would not know. If I knew that, you would know it because it would have already been in multiple videos. It would have already been up, people talking about it. And I mean, that's just something that's basic stuff to where you would know. Like if you're on the channel, you would just know. So when we find out is when Nintendo announces it, that's when we'll find out. Like there's no date that anybody has said, or trust me, you would know, or we would be talking about it, or there'd be a live stream, or there'd be multiple videos about the date and when we're going to get Joker and all of that, but there's been nothing. So we have no idea when it's going to be released. So yeah. Before I spill all this on me. Yes, Earthworm Jim 2. Yes, on the Genesis. Very good. Very good. Very good game. Very good game. My oldest nephew. Okay, hold up. You're talking to somebody else. That's why I'm drawing a blank on that information. Well, yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. Like, if I knew when the Fighters Pass was releasing, my man, like the first character, we would all know. Like, we would be like, yo, Joker is coming out this day. Blah blah blah. Here's my plans. But I mean, nobody knows when Joker's coming. So. But he's going to be the first fighter in the past. I mean, if you want me to guess, I can guess for you, but don't take it as if this is like fact or anything. Like Joker, in my opinion, I think Joker's going to be around on the anniversary of Persona 5 dropping on the Switch. So I think they're going to do not Persona 5 dropping on the PlayStation 4. So I think it's going to be April. I think the Fighters Pass is launching with Joker in April because Persona 5 launched in April. 2017. So I think they're going to launch Joker in April, and I think they're going to announce Persona 5 as well right around that time too. So I think they're going to do a little bit, they're going to do a combo. I think that in a March Direct, potentially we're going to get a Direct in March where they announce the date of the Fighters Pass and then maybe even reveal Joker for Smash in like a March Direct or even an April Direct, you know, something like that. So yeah. Excuse me. Urcha, you'd want to be on the podcast? Great. I have your I follow you on Twitter, so I'll DM you. I just know that there's a time difference, so We'd have to make sure that we plan it ahead. But I'd love to have you on next week if you're down. You know, I'd love to have you on. Player Essence, is this insider information? Yeah, I know. Is this insider information? Where's the? Oh, never mind. I don't have it. Where is it at? The insider information? No, it's not. It's not insider. We don't have. Who's not here? What's his face? Who's that bum that comes on my podcast every now and then? That Fringe guy. Yeah, Jordan Fringe. Jordan Fringe is not here. So since Jordan Fringe is not here, you know, no inside information for you guys. This is just speculation. This is just speculation. Put you on the podcast, my man? You want to be on the podcast? All right, you want to be on the podcast, you got to be tier 3. You got to be tier 3 on Patreon to come on the podcast. If you're not a YouTube content creator, like if you're not a YouTube content creator or like a person that talks about video games on the internet, like Stealth, like, you know, he has his Twitter. He's also an analyst. You know, Mandy has her channel, over 1,000 subs. Urcha has 10,000 subs, you know. So if you're not like if you're just like a user that wants to come on and you don't got a channel, tier 3, and we'll get you on, my man. Yeah, hey, Stealth is gonna be here for the podcast tonight. Stealth is gonna be here for the podcast tonight. So yeah. Speculation, my man. Nah, I'm not gonna hang the frame posters. Nah, I'm not going to. Not going to. Let's see here. I create content and talk about video games. Do you? Let's take a look at your channel, my man. You don't. Content's a bit inconsistent, my man. A bit inconsistent. I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. I only see 14 videos over the course of a year. And your last video was over a month ago. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Keep on working on that channel, my man. Keep on working on that channel. And maybe we'll get you on. Maybe we'll get you on. He said, wait, don't check. Boss Chop is like, oh yeah, I create content. All right, let's check these receipts that you got, my man. Oh wait, hold up, no, don't do it. What'd you think I was gonna do when you said that you create content? I mean, I'm not opposed to having new people on. I mean, if you create content, you got a little bit of a viewer base, you know, and all that, then I'm down to have you on. You know, I'm down. Like, you know how Mandy got on the podcast? She sent me an email through my business email and said, hey, OJ, I'd really like to be on your podcast. Can you please have me on? And I was like, okay, I'd already subscribed to her channel, but I wasn't watching her videos regularly. And I started watching more of her videos, and I'm like, okay, she definitely has some potential. Let's go ahead and get her on the podcast. And I also wanted, you know, to have some more representation female on the podcast. So I was like, okay, this would be a good fit because Mandy's adorable. So yeah, you know. Let's see. I have one video on my channel to qualify. Is that the highest quality? All right. No, you don't qualify, my man. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next topic, shall we? Let's talk about Focus on Me has a Zelda question, and she says, "What would you like to see if a new Zelda comes this year or 2020?" So here's the thing, guys. Let's go over what this is. So there was recently some rumors going around that Nintendo is going to be releasing a new Zelda game in 2020. There could be a new Zelda re-release or remake or something that's released this year, but a brand new Zelda game, like using the Breath of the Wild engine. Not necessarily a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but just a new game, maybe in that same, like using that engine, the Breath of the Wild engine. Built for the Switch, though, ground up. Obviously, it wouldn't be on the Wii U or 3DS or anything. If they did, I had a video on it, so I talked about it, you know, in a video this morning. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do so. Let me go ahead and put a link so you ninja don't forget. Yeah, I talked about it in a video this morning, and I think that it would make sense. Like, it would make complete sense if there was a new Zelda game next year, because look at how long it's been. Look how, I mean, it's been Zelda Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, was finished like in 2016 or something like that. That game to me was finished, and they held out for it, because of the Switch. 2020, that's going to be 3 years since Breath of the Wild, right? So to me, that's plenty of time to make a new game if you're using the same engine and just making refinements. So that's plenty of time. So yeah, make sure you guys check this video out, Zelda video, when you guys get the opportunity. It went up early in the morning, so Breath of the Mario, maybe. Yeah, I know the Breath of the Mario, that'd be the new game. Yeah, Breath of the Mario. Well, no, here's the thing. The difference between Torna and Xenoblade 2 is that Torna is an expansion. I mean, it's its own game, don't get me wrong, but it's more of an expansion. Like, the world size is a lot smaller, what they did. It's a much smaller scale game than Xenoblade 2. It's its own game, it's a standalone, but it's nowhere near as big as Xenoblade 2. There's nowhere near as many Titans. There's just not as much game there, This Zelda game would be a brand new Zelda game, not an expansion to Breath of the Wild where they kind of scaled things back or whatever the case is. It would actually be a brand new Zelda game, at least what the rumors are pointing to. Torna is not a good example because Torna is an expansion. It's an individual game. It's its own game. You can play it standalone. It works just fine. It has more content than a lot of the big AAA games that come out today. But it is smaller than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 by a large amount. Like, it's a fraction of the size of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 when it comes to just the amount of areas that you can go. Like, there's like, how many Titans are there in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? There's only like a couple Titans in Torna. There's not a ton of different locations that you're going to in Torna. There's a lot of beautiful scenery and different places, and it's great, but it's nowhere near the size of a Xenoblade 2. So it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. So kind of like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I think that's probably a better comparison because Majora's Mask was built off of the same engine, but it was a brand new game. It was not the same game as Ocarina of Time. It had brand new mechanics. Obviously, Majora's Mask is a weirdo game, compared to Ocarina of Time. So it had all sorts of weirdo mechanics and weirdo things in that game. So yeah, it'd be that. Not saying that this new Zelda game would be a weirdo version of Breath of the Wild, but I'm just saying that it's more of like that. A brand new game built on the same engine, Some refinements. I mean, Majora's Mask looks a bit sharper here and there, So yeah. Breath of the Wild sequel better have Waluigi or I'm suing Fortnite. Well, there you go. Good luck, my man. Good luck. You haven't bought Torna yet? Maybe you should. Well, here's the thing, Urcha. If you love Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you've beaten that and if you played it, I think Torna is a must-play. So if you've beaten Xeno 2, Torna is a must-play. If you have not beaten Xeno 2, I would say beat Xeno 2 and then play Torna. But yeah, Torna, to me, if you finish the story of Xenoblade 2, it is a must-play. Like, you have to see what happened, with, the origin story, of the Golden Country. You've got to see it. It's really good. It's really good. So yeah. Speaking of Xenoblade, which of the two games being developed by the A team and B team will come out first? The B team at Monolith Soft, they only handle supplemental work. They don't handle completely, new games. So I don't think they're gonna the B team would make a completely different game. Like, they help out with like Zelda, they've helped out with other stuff, but I don't think the B team at Monolith Soft or because they have two different offices, right? I don't think that team actually makes new games, per se. They help out. Maybe they do expansions like the Torna and all that. They help out, but they don't make new games. Only the A team makes new games. With Mizati, no, I'm joking. But yeah, only they make new games. I don't think that's a supplemental team. From what I understand, that is a supplemental team. I mean, I think they even helped out with Xenoblade Chronicles. Of course they helped out with Xenoblade Chronicles. I think they helped out with Zelda. They've helped out with Animal Crossing. They've helped out with a variety of different games. So yeah, I don't think that they do. So yeah. You said in Xenoblade 2, I'm stuck on a stupid boss, and I've been stuck on him for months. It's late in the game. Okay, so what you need to do, Urcha, is check your aux cores. That usually aux cores can be the difference between you actually winning or losing, and make sure that you can do all of your combo chains. So you can topple the enemy, you can launch them. You can, you know, or break, topple, launch, then smash. That's really the key to beating them. So check your aux cores that you have, and make sure that you have some good aux cores and that you're using the right blade. So re-look at that. Potentially, if you're not doing enough damage, you know, putting some more stuff that gets you like more critical hits, like with Mithra or something like that. Or if you need some more HP or some health, make sure you have that all set up. And usually that will be the difference between it. Now, if you're just too far of a level below, just go power level a little bit more and grind a little bit, and you should be fine there. But you can beat the game. You don't even really need any of the other rare blades. Really, all you need is just like the blades that they give you, you know, for the most part. But yeah, that's how you do it, basically. Let's see. Actually, I forgot I'm stuck on the one boss after you rescued Tora's dad. Same advice that I gave to Urcha. Just check your aux cores, guys, and make sure that you. A lot of times when people get bodied in this game, it's because they're not breaking, toppling, launching, and smashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not doing that, that's probably the reason why. So you have to check your blade setup and make sure that you have somebody. Well, obviously, like, you can break, like Nia can break, right? And also, here's another thing. If you're having trouble with dying, right? If you switch over to Nia and use Nia as a blade for Rex, she is a god tier healing blade. So just use Nia as your blade, and you should never run out. I mean, the game isn't hard enough to where you're not going to be able to heal fast enough with Nia's skills, because Nia is a freaking amazing healing blade. So just use Nia as your blade for Rex, and then have Pyra's Mithra, Pyra, whatever, and then just put in whoever else. You know, make sure you have your tank all set up and all that, and then just heal. You know, you're going to draw a lot of aggro with Tora, draw a lot of aggro with Tora, and then just constantly heal with Nia and do damage. So you'll be fine. That's a way to just beat anybody, really, to be honest, except for like the final boss. I mean, you can do that, but the final boss, but you have to be able to break, launch, topple, smash, and everything like that. So, yeah. We talked in Xenoblade. I don't know how I got into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We were supposed to be talking about Zelda, but it did kind of go into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 2's battle system is a bit overwhelming. Let's just go ahead and transition to Xenoblade Chronicles, I guess, shall we? It is a bit overwhelming, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually not too bad. Torna, for those who are kind of overwhelmed, Torna is much simpler. Torna's battle system, it's the same battle system, but it's like way simpler. Like, you can do blade combos with any number. Although you don't get the final, you know, extra damage boost, but you can chain together a blade combo without going in order. Like, you can chain together like ice, fire, and like electricity, or any type of combination that you want. However, if you do it in an actual combo from the second game, then you get that extra damage boost. Torna has a lot. Also, Torna doesn't have extra like blades. Like the core crystal system is gone in Torna. You just have your blades that you use. You just have, or your regular fighters, and then you have your blades. You have your drivers and you have your blades, and that's it. You know, so you can really focus on them. And they made some cool abilities for like the front and the back. You know, the Vanguard and all of that. So that's really cool too. So I've loved Torna's battle system. I think it's really good. He said, Corey B says, I think the new Zelda would be like Torna, which derailed things. Let's talk about that. I mean, I don't think the new Zelda is gonna be like. But what do you mean by be like Torna? Can you like explain? Because I can see them making Torna like improvements. So removing the frustrations. Like, let's say, for example, one thing that people really hated in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was the core crystals and how they worked. Right, that was an annoying thing in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Not necessarily using different blades, that's cool, but like how the core crystal system worked and how long it took to get rare blades and all of that, and like the whole gotcha system. And in Zelda, I think a translation for that would be like breaking, like how your weapons break. Some people really hated the fact that your weapons break. So maybe they remove the whole weapon breaking system and then give you just like a bunch of different swords that you can collect and use. Kind of like how Torna does that. Gets rid of the core crystal system and then gives you like cool blades and all of that. Or gives you, you know, different blades that you can use. All rare blades that you can use. So maybe they do that in like Legend of Zelda, you know. Nintendo has also talked about more DLC for existing games, which could mean Zelda thing is smaller scale and not a full new game. Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think they were kind of talking about that in that way. And the problem with that, Corey, is that Nintendo's already hiring for a new Zelda project. So I highly doubt that that's what they meant with that. And I think they've already stated that that was the last bit of DLC for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think what they meant with that is that, you know, potentially games that already are coming out that are released, we're going to do more DLC for those games, like the Kirby type of DLC and things like that. But everything's all pointing towards Nintendo kind of moving on with Zelda. The Zelda team is working on a new game, so I highly doubt they're just going to say, oh, well, more DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild, even though the last DLC came out in 2017, so it's been, what? Yeah, the last DLC came out in 2017, right? At the Game Awards. So it's been a whole year, you know, and now we're in 2019. Oh, here's more DLC for Breath of the Wild. Another big expansion. I don't think so. That's not lining up with what Nintendo's been doing. And I don't think it lines up with what they even said, to be honest. I think you're just kind of taking what they said and kind of adapting it to things and not looking at actually what's happening, which they are hiring for a new, you know, they've been hiring for a new Zelda game. They've even talked about a new Zelda game, how they use Breath of the Wild engine. I mean, a new Zelda game's happening. So no, I don't think they're hiring and doing all that and gearing up for more Zelda DLC. Nah, they would have already had it done. You don't need to hire and gear up for new Zelda DLC, an existing thing. You need to hire and gear up for a new Zelda game, you know. So yeah, that's my thought process on that. Paid Enthusiast says Breath of the Wild is the best. You know, let's just go ahead and get into random Q&A. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them down here. You guys talk about whatever you want anyway. So Paid Enthusiast says Breath of the Wild, the best game period this generation. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, best RPG of this generation. I mean, I have to wait and see. I mean, obviously this generation is not over yet. So for me, Smash Ultimate is very good. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, very good. Zelda Breath of the Wild, very good. Super Mario Odyssey, very good. So they're all really good. They're all really good. Yeah, I don't think it's a misdirection though. I don't think it's a misdirection, in my opinion. I don't think it's a misdirection. Just because there's more than enough evidence to support it not being a misdirection. You're ignoring that. Basically, you're ignoring that evidence. I mean, the fact that Nintendo says we're hiring for a new Zelda project, you know, like you don't need to hire for a new Zelda. If you have DLC, you can just do the main team isn't working on mainline DLC. Like Torna was not made by the main team. Heck, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 wasn't even made by the full strength of the main team. You know, it was like 40 people. So, and that's a full game. Do you really think they're going to be hiring and adding new people for an expansion to DLC that they've already, or to a game that they've already done? I don't, that's just, it's not, Corey, it's not happening, man. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit your opinion, but it's not happening, bro. It's a new game. It's a new game. It's not DLC. Let's see here. Matthew Rieger says, chances of a top-down Zelda before Breath of the Wild sequel. I think it's always possible since you do have multiple teams. You do have multiple teams. So, yeah. You don't lie about hiring new people and what they would be doing. Yeah, I don't think that's something that you lie about or you misdirect. Hey, we're hiring new people. Oh, we're working on DLC. We need new people for DLC. Like, that doesn't make sense. And if there is new DLC, that's fine. I mean, maybe there is new DLC for Smash Brothers. Maybe they do, or sorry, for Zelda. That doesn't mean there's not a new game coming out, though. That doesn't mean, oh, well, we're doing DLC instead of a new game. It's not like an either-or situation. It'd be, we're doing DLC for Breath of the Wild, and we're making a new game. You know, it would be something like that. It wouldn't be, oh, we're only doing DLC. That's that. No, it's not gonna be that. It would be, we're doing DLC and we're doing a new game. You know, it would be a combination of the two. So, yeah. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 was made, timestamp it. Yeah, timestamp me, my man. Let's see, Xenoblade 2 was made by 40 people. Yeah, it was made by around 40 people. They did get outside help, though. So they got outside artists to help. So, for example, the producer of Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, he helped out. He helped out with, and that's really his main, like, that's what he's really good at, you know, is art. That's what he started out as. And they got other artists. That's why they tell you the names of the artists, because it was outside help. So it wasn't particularly only made by 40 people, but that was the base and the core team was around 40 people for Xeno 2. But Xeno 2 was built off of the existing engine of Xenoblade Chronicles X. So they built off the existing engine and they just kind of put it together. That's why I was a little bit rough, you know, at the beginning. They didn't have as much manpower. But this new, whatever they do next is probably going to be the full strength, you know. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Pain Enthusiast, what do you want gameplay wise from this rumored Breath of the Wild sequel if it comes to fruition? Yeah, personally, I would like. You guys are gonna kill me for this, or maybe so. I would like a little bit more RPG elements. I would like to be able to like level up just like a bit, like get some new abilities, like with certain swords. I think that would be cool. I don't want sword breaking. Sword breaking. Like, I don't mind sword like dulling. Like, let's say the sword gets dull, like you have to like, you know, upgrade and sharpen it. I don't mind that. And let's say the sword has a power of 50, and like if you use it 500 times or 400 times, its power goes down to 30 or 20, and you have to go sharpen it at home. Like, I don't mind that, but completely breaking to oblivion, I mean, it's fine. I don't have necessarily like a huge problem with it. But if you, I mean, if they replaced it with a normal like doling type of system, like I don't know why your weapons would shatter into pieces, or even like the Master Sword like shatters. Like, oh, it'll come back later. Like, it's like, really, you know. So I think that would be one thing that I'd really like. I don't care about dungeons as much as other people, you know. I don't care about them. Like, if dungeons, like the elaborate crazy dungeons, never come back, or if they, you know, if they want to implement them, that's fine. If they do, if they don't, that's fine. I like the exploration of Breath of the Wild. To me, that was the dungeon. The dungeon was the world. That was the dungeon to me. I mean, Zelda's always been about exploration, right? The original Legend of Zelda game there was dungeons and there was stuff, but it was really about the exploration of the world. All the dungeons looked the same. It was like that boring little, you know, the walls, you know, all of them looked the same with like random layouts or whatever. That's what it seemed like to me, you know. So the dungeons were just dungeons in that game. Like, to me, and like, a lot of new school Zelda fans, or not new school, but Zelda fans associate it with like how dungeons are in like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, and forget that. Like, what about Wind Waker? You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't have that. What about the original Legend of Zelda? You know, the original Legend of Zelda. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't care about that as much. But you know, like if they added more dungeons in or whatever it is, that's fine. I'd still play it. But to me, the world was that was my dungeon. You know what I'm saying? The world was the dungeon. Just exploring. That's what Zelda's always been about, was exploring. And just going to new places and looking at this. And there was I've never seen a game that I've been more fascinated with and saying, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? In a dungeon, you can't do that. It's like a linear progress, and like they stop you. Like, you're always getting stopped and solving stupid puzzles, you know? Whereas in Breath of the Wild, like, you solve the puzzles when you feel like it with the shrines, but otherwise it was like, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Like, just, there was one time I went across the whole map, like not even playing the game. I went like literally, like I zigzagged across the whole map, just doing stuff, finding shrines, solving them, finding different places, going into the cold, doing like, just like cooking. Like, it was just nuts. I've never played a Zelda game like that. To me, that was the most surreal, like most craziest experience, was to play a Zelda game where you just go, like it's just all out there for you to take. There's not any stupid dungeon that's blocking you, water temple, water level, dumb stuff like that. It's just play, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about the like Legend of Zelda. I know some people love dungeons and puzzles. I hate puzzle games. So let me just tell you guys, I don't like puzzle games, you know? And I don't like being stuck in games either. I hate when I'm stuck. So puzzle games often make you get stuck, you know. So that's one of my most hated things about Legend of Zelda, is being stuck, which happens a lot. And I hate that. But anyway, that's just my take. Let's see here. So you want a Zelda 2 with more RPG elements? Actually, I would like it to be separate. I mean, like, if they can make a remake of Zelda 2 and it's like a full-blown RPG, that's what I would want. I don't want necessarily Zelda to be a full-blown Zelda 2 RPG or whatever, you know? I don't want that. I don't think that's I think they can spin it off. Like, why make one game when you can just make another one? Like, Zelda 2 should be its own line. Like, the Zelda RPG series, it should be like, instead of making 4 swords, make a Zelda RPG series. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Pokemon Company. Yeah, not everybody loves Pokemon Go, but like Pokemon Go or Pokemon Let's Go. But Pokemon Let's Go is far more successful, and people responded to it a lot more than Mystery Dungeon, a lot more than Pokemon Ranger, a lot more than, you know, Pokemon Rumble, all these stupid little games that they'll do. Like, and I'm not trying to, I mean, obviously Four Swords is really, like, people like it, it's good, or like Triforce Heroes, but like, why waste your time on stuff like that, making a Zelda game more annoying? That's what those, the spin-off Zelda games do. They just they take the elements of Zelda games and just make them more annoying, then say, here you go, but it's budget, you know, it's cheaper. Like, why do that? Make a completely full, separate, actual RPG of Zelda, and then make the normal Zelda. Like, that would blow the sales out of Four Swords, of Triforce Heroes, of all these like other Zelda games that they make. Like, that would, if they made like a full Zelda RPG separate from and you have the full Zelda RPG, and you have regular Zelda, to me, that's more of a cash cow than making weirdo Triforce Heroes and stuff like that. I mean, actually, I'm not trying to hate on Triforce Heroes. I actually am hating on Triforce Heroes. I'm not trying to sit here and say that it's like a bad game per se, but to me, it's like a waste. It's like, why waste your time on something like that? Like, they take the most annoying elements of Zelda, then make it into a game. Like, well, let's make it all about puzzles. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm like, really? You know, like, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Yo, shout outs. Luxier, I cannot say that name. What's up, man? Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fire Nation. The soul of Pyra burns within you, my man. Notrodamus says, I would pay $80 for a remaster of Golden Sun on the Switch. I'd pay $80. OJ capping on Zelda. Okay, let's just be real here. You guys really think Zelda spinoffs are like really good? Do you guys think that Zelda spinoffs are really good? Like, I don't think Zelda spinoffs are really, really good. I think that they're average at best. I think that they're average. You said, I will hate on Triforce Heroes any day. The game is awful. I don't think Zelda spinoffs are very good. I mean, I don't know why I don't want them to dedicate time, and like, imagine us getting a full, like, instead of them wasting time on, I mean, Link's crossbow trainer is okay, but instead of them like making Link's crossbow trainer, making, you know, weirdo Triforce Heroes, making Four Swords, it's just like, oh god, like, help me. Like, can we make like a full-blown RPG like for Zelda? That would be dope, man. You know, that would be super dope. So that's what I would like. The only good Zelda spinoff wasn't made by Nintendo, Hyrule Warriors. I mean, I'm not going to say Four Swords is bad. I just think it's dumb. Why is there 4 links? Like, I just think the concept is dumb. Like, when you have a bunch of different color links on there, like they're freaking Yoshis, that's just stupid. Like, if you're going to make a game, okay, look, I'm going to go into a rant. I'm just letting you guys know. If you're going to make a Zelda game and you want to have multiplayer, why are you making 4 links? Of course, as soon as I start my rant, my freaking alarm. Anyway, like, just make a bunch of different Zelda characters and use them, and you can work together in a co-op game. Why are you making 4 different color links? Like 4 purple Link, blue Link, then they all move in unison. Four Swords is dumb. Why are they all moving around in unison and like doing attacks so you control? It's dumb. Four Swords is dumb. Triforce Heroes is dumb. Like, I can't stand that. Like, why are they wasting time and resources on these dumb games? Like, I know it's not a lot of time and resources, but it's stupid. I think I've never been a big fan of seeing 5 different versions of Link on the screen. Unless it's Smash Brothers and you want to play Smash, like, and that's different because it's a fighting game. You know, if people wants to use like, Ditto matches, I get that. And yes, there's a lot of different links, but like, to have all of them in one game working together, it's like, oh, this link, that's dumb. I've always thought that was dumb. I'll never like that. I'll never like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go arm my alarm. Chair Essence for a few seconds. Doors and windows. Did I like A Link Between Worlds? I'm not the hugest fan of Link to the Past, I'll be honest. I mean, I like Link to the Past. It's not a bad game. It's good. But, it's all right. It's not bad. I got it. I played it. All right, take it easy, Corey B. Take it easy. Thanks for coming out to the stream. They should make a Zelda RPG. That's what I've been saying. Does the DS Zelda games count? The DS Zelda games are mainline games, though, right? Like, are you talking about You talking about what was it, like Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass? Aren't those like Phantom Hourglass? Is it called Phantom Hourglass? What's it called? Phantom? Is it Phantom? What is it called again? Phantom? Those I hate those games. It's Phantom Hourglass, huh? Or Phantom? Yeah, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Yeah, Phantom. See, that's a stupid name right there. Dude, okay, you know what the problem with Phantom Hourglass is and Spirit Tracks? My freaking hands. Does Nintendo not know that people have basketball hands? And what I mean by basketball hands is that if you can palm a basketball or get close to palming a full like men's size basketball, you have basketball hands, right? And if you have basketball hands, how the hell are you going to play Spirit Tracks when your freaking hand covers up the freaking small screen of the DS? What? I don't understand the logic behind sitting there and playing with this like this and holding. My hand is too big. It covers up the screen no matter how hard I try. And if I try to play like this where my hand isn't in the way, then it doesn't get in the way. Like my hand... It's so uncomfortable to play, but I tried my hardest to like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, but I can't play like that when my hand's in the way. But anyway, no, I don't really like them. I don't really like them. Let's see here. I'd love to see a remake without the silliness of, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, I'd love like a Phantom Hourglass remake with normal controls. Yeah. Minish Cap is your favorite top-down. I like Minish Cap. Minish Cap is cool. Shadow King says, I would love to see them remake Zelda 2. How you talked about it as an action RPG. Absolutely. I talked about it as like a action RPG with all sorts of like real leveling and all that. That would be dope. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I know Nintendo ain't gonna do it though. Like they are so worried about Zelda getting too many RPG elements. Like they don't want it to be called like a real like RPG. They don't want it to be that because people a lot of times people associate RPG with complex, you know? So I don't want them to turn into a full RPG. I just want them to make a sub-series RPG. That's it. Where you can like use you can use Link, you can use Zelda, and like you can use like another character and like you can like have them in your party and like you guys all fight, or you can rotate between them. Minish Cap is a mainline game. Yeah, Minish Cap is a mainline game. Yeah, it is. It is. You know what? To be honest, Shadow King, I don't want to see another Ocarina of Time remake. We've already played Ocarina of Time to death. I mean, that'd be great, but here's the thing. If you use Ocarina of Time with the Breath of the Wild engine, you'd have to cut out so much of the game, right? Because Breath of the Wild is like 5 billion times bigger than Ocarina of Time. So do you make new scenarios? Like, what do you do with all that extra space? Like, you know, so it'd be a different game. It wouldn't be the same game, which I guess maybe that's what you're looking for. But why waste resources on that when we've already replayed it? I don't think it would work with what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it would work. Personally, if you're gonna remake a game, you know, Ocarina of Time or something like that, just remake Ocarina of Time like using like Unreal Engine 4. You know, or something like just remake it using an engine just from there. Why use Breath of the Wild engine? You know, maybe, I mean, obviously save money, right? But like to me, they can just use Unreal Engine 4 and remake Ocarina of Time if they want to do that, you know? But you wouldn't need the Breath of the Wild engine for it. Like all the elements like the cooking, the wind, all that stuff wasn't a part of Ocarina of Time, and you'd have to fandangle it in somehow, or you'd have to retcon or something like that. So to me, it doesn't make sense to make a remake using Breath of the Wild engine. Just use Unreal Engine 4. Just use like a stock like, you know, engine that you just got. That would be easier, in my opinion. I mean, you know, but we've already played Ocarina of Time a million times. I think it's time to move on to like something that we haven't played, like remake like Minish Cap, remake Phantom Hourglass, remake, you know, Skyward Sword, remake something that we haven't had remade. Ocarina of Time has already been remade, you know. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Like Ocarina of Time's we've already been played it. It's already been remade a million times, man. Breath of the Wild prequel. I don't think that would work, man. Shadow King 1982 says, I'm thinking it might happen if we see the people doing the fan remake get a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. They are probably seeing that next. Yeah. TC says, Legend of Zelda spin-offs suck. Yeah, man. All right. Any other real questions, guys, or comments? You have some people wilding out here. So many Zelda games would be easy mode with the Breath of the Wild engine. Climbing would break everything. Well, that's what I'm saying, Pissed Off Otaku. Like, it doesn't make sense, like, to use Breath of the Wild engine, like, what you do in that game, because you just, like, there's no point. Breath of the Wild has all these unique things that you can do in it, like the wind and the you know, or not the wind, but like the atmosphere and like all that stuff. Like, all the other Zelda games aren't built like that. So you remake it using the Breath of the Wild engine for what? You know, like, just use Unreal Engine 4. You know, like, just use something like that. There's no need to use the Breath of the Wild and use all the unique aspects of it. Breath of the Wild is a huge game, and these games, like, in comparison, are nowhere near as big. You literally have to make a bunch of new content, or the game is just way smaller, or you know, it's just a way smaller game despite you using the Breath of the Wild engine. You know, Breath of the Mario, exactly, Breath of the Mario. So. Dank Meme says, how about a new Oracle of Seasons game as Sheik is the main character? Well, is Sheik the main character wait, hold up. Okay, a brand new Oracle of Seasons games with Sheik as the main character. I mean, I guess you can put that line at Oracle of the whatever's Seasons. I mean, I would like a Sheik game, yeah. I don't know why there isn't a Sheik game. There should have been a Sheik game at this point. There's no Sheik game. We've got 4 Links running around looking stupid as hell. We've got 3 Links running around for some reason instead of 4 and doing dumb puzzles, but we have no Sheik game. We have no Sheikah game where we explore the history of the Sheikah clan, or, you know, the Sheikah tribe and all that stuff. Like, we got no Sheikah game. Like, come on, man. We got no Sheik games at all. Come on, that's ridiculous in my opinion. We got stupid four Links on a screen. We got Link running around shooting a crossbow. You know, I think it's time for a Sheik game. I think it's time for like a Sheikah game. So, Paid Enthusiast says, I think A Link Between Worlds will be remastered for the Switch. It just makes sense to me. I mean, if Link Between Worlds was remastered for the Switch, I'd be down. I'd be completely down. I don't like, I mean, it's, like I said, it's okay, but I mean, I'd be down for a Link. I'd be down for it. I'd play. I'd be down for it. You know what I think the Breath of the Wild engine should be used for? A follow-up, a new game, a new Zelda game. Not like remaking an old game that's like 10 times smaller. How about you take the Breath of the Wild engine and make a new game with it? Like, oh, I hear everyone say, take the Breath of the Wild engine and make this game that plays nothing like it. How about you take the Breath of the Wild engine and make a new Zelda game with it? I think that's probably the best course of action here, guys, and say, oh, let's remake this game with this engine. Like, I don't want to see Skyward Sword remade with the Breath of the Wild engine because that's weird. Why are you going to do that? Like, it's not Breath of the Wild. It's its own game. So use whatever engine that you have to use to make it, but it doesn't have to be Breath of the Wild engine. Just, like I said, it can be anything else. But to me, like, if you have Breath of the Wild engine, just make a new game. Like, make a new game with the Breath of the Wild engine. Instead of remaking. That's a good thought, right? A new Zelda game? I mean, who would have thought? A new Zelda game. I'm not saying that they're not going to use the Breath of the Wild engine for remaking games. They could, guys. And they can, obviously, you can use a game. You can use the engine and you can make it way smaller, right? For example, Torna. Torna is built on the Xenoblade Chronicles X engine, which is modified from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Torna is a way smaller game than Xenoblade Chronicles X or Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so it's possible. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they couldn't do it. They easily could do it. But it would just be nice if we got like a new game with the new engine, you know, or with the engine that they're using, that's all. Crossbow Racing? I know, even Tingle got a game before Sheik. Nintendo bugging. I mean, that is the ultimate sign of disrespect. That is the ultimate sign of disrespect. And I actually have to change. I noticed there's some things that are off about this. My Patreon count is not 136. We're actually 123. So don't want to see that. Yeah, 123. There you go. If Nintendo makes Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Mario would sell more than Pokemon and Smash combined. It wouldn't. It would. I don't think it would. I don't think it would, my man. It would be cool, but I don't think it would. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Yo, shout outs to Big Bailey. I think you just joined in, right? It'd be nice if they let you use Link and Zelda. Yeah, that's what Zelda 2. Make a Zelda 2 RPG line and make it to where you can use Link and Zelda RPG right there, and you can switch between the two, or they both fight in your party right there, and you can switch. Like, make it like Secret of Mana, right? Where you're just like both fighting on the screen, not obviously the graphics and not like the kind of the look of Secret of Mana, but make it like that type of combat. You know what I'm saying? Make it action RPG, Secret of Mana style action RPG. That'd be dope. Bam, right there. That is 10 million units sold right there, man, my man. 10 million units right there. 10 million units. Keep the questions coming, guys. We still got a lot of time left. I'll answer questions for like another 30 minutes. So I hope the new Zelda has a stronger story. Breath of the Wild felt like it took place after the interesting stuff happened. Plus, the champions didn't really do anything significant. I don't care. The gameplay in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is so good. I use my imagination with the story. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of story in Zelda. Believe it or not, I've never been a huge fan of story in Zelda games, and because I don't ever pay attention and I don't read all the text. Like Ocarina of Time and all that stuff, I don't even like. I was just playing. Like, I would just watch the cutscenes. All the Zelda games, like Link to the Past, I'm just pressing the button. It's all about the gameplay to me. So the fact that like Breath of the Wild just focused on gameplay is cool for me, because I'm not trying to read all that crap. Like, I like story, but with Zelda games, Link doesn't talk. Like, Link doesn't talk like that. So to me, I've never felt the need or compelled to be about story. I like story, don't get me wrong. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was great. I love the story in Xenoblade games. I love the story in like Bots and Kaitos. I love the story in games. But since Link is a freaking mute, it's like, I don't even care as much for some reason. I don't know why. Because like the original Legend of Zelda, yeah, there was story, but it was just, you just played, you know? So to me, story is not anything that I get all gung-ho about. When I was playing Wind Waker, I just sailed this out. You know what the story was in Wind Waker to me? It was, matey, I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate Link. And I'm going to sail the 7 seas. I'm going to save this chick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to save the day. That was the story to me. I'm going to save this chick, and I'm going to save the day. You know? And I'm going to swashbuckle. I'm going to collect treasure. You know, it wasn't, I mean, yeah, there was story, and I was reading stuff, and like, yeah, there's a ton of story in Wind Waker, but I was just like, I didn't care. I was just playing the story. That was just like the side thing. But I know people really love story and, like, Zelda games and all that. It's just, Zelda just the story never appealed to me while I'm playing. Now, the lore behind the story, when people start talking about it and making timelines, that stuff is fascinating. That stuff is amazing, and I love the Zelda story for that. People who make the theories and the timelines, that stuff is amazing. But the actual end story where I'm just reading a bunch of texts from mutes and people who can't talk, for the most part, that's never been appealing to me. You know, and although I played RPGs where people don't talk and all that, but it's just, there's so much downtime in Zelda games. Even with the games that have a lot of story or more stronger stories, there's a lot of time where there is no story. You're just rolling around Hyrule or whatever the case is, you know, or it's just, I don't know. That's just my thought process, I guess. But I know a lot of people think differently. Like, there's a lot of people like Nindy Gamer out there who think very differently about it. So yeah, I'm not hating on you guys' opinion on that, you know. So OJ, you don't understand the lore of Zelda like Kingdom Hearts? No, I don't understand Kingdom Hearts at all, but I've not even tried to understand Kingdom Hearts that much. I've played the games and I've played and beat them, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what happens. I've never even tried to understand. Like, I've never went to, like, for example, like an online site and tried to understand. I don't care about Kingdom Hearts like that. It's like it's a goofy game, pun not intended. It's a goofy game with all sorts of Disney characters in there. You're rolling around. Like, the combat was just fun to me. I just liked hitting people with the Keyblade. That's really what Kingdom Hearts was to me about. I know there's a crazy story. I know blah, blah, blah. People ignored it. I know there's all that people that do all that stuff. But to me, whenever I play Kingdom Hearts, I was like, I just hit people with this Keyblade. You know what I'm saying? That was my thought with Kingdom Hearts, you know? I don't try to overcomplicate things. When I was a kid and I played RPGs, I didn't understand all the stories anyway. Like Lufia, I've beat Lufia 1 and 2. I have no idea what that game, I have no idea about the story in that game. I don't remember it. I don't care. When I was a kid, no idea. I just played it because it was fun. Breath of Fire, dudes, they turned into dragons. That was all I cared about. It's like, when can I turn into a dragon? You know? And there's a great story in Breath of Fire. I don't remember it. I beat Breath of Fire. Don't remember it. Don't care. I've beat all sorts of RPGs. Have no idea what's going on for the most part. I mean, general basic idea, but no idea. I just play it. It's fun. Xenoblade, it's different with Xenoblade. I pay attention, but that's different. Like, Like that's different from some of the other games. So, do you think it's time for Zelda to save Link? I think it's time for Zelda to fight alongside Link. I think an RPG Zelda would take sales away from MO Monolith Soft Xenoblade series. Not really. Not if you don't. Why would it take sales away? That doesn't make sense. Why would it take sales away? You don't launch it right next to each other. If you want to play Xenoblade, you play Xenoblade. If you want to play Zelda, you play Zelda. That's like saying if Nintendo releases Mario, I'll take sales away from Donkey Kong or something like that. Like, that doesn't mean that you don't release Donkey Kong, or that doesn't mean you don't release another platformer just because Mario sells a lot. I don't think it takes sales away. It'd be fine. I don't know when Kojima's game's releasing. Go ask Kojima. Big Bailey, my man Big Bailey says, do you think the next Zelda game Link will talk? No. T-Dude says, if Nintendo, Square Enix, and Disney team up with a Kingdom Hearts game with Zelda characters, it's going to be weird to hear Link talk. Maybe he doesn't talk. Well, if you don't like the story, then you don't like the story, man. There's nothing that I can do to change your mind. That's fine. You don't like the story, you don't think the story's good enough, that's fine. You can go back and play the old games with story. Nindy Gamer, you just go back and play the old ones. Antonio Barbosa says, with Kingdom Hearts, I get frustrated with the complicated story because they make you believe the story is so important. I can't ignore the story and just play. I can. Why can't you just watch? I can. I can do it. It's actually very easy to do so. You just play the game. I mean, first of all, you should be playing the game because the gameplay is fun. I'm never going to play a game just because the story's good. Like, you can have the best story in the world. I can watch that on YouTube. I can watch a compilation of that. Like, I don't need to play it. You know? So for me, it's very simple. It's about gaming. But that's the era that I grew up in. Back then, like, a lot of times people didn't understand. Like, nobody could explain the story of Lufia to you. Nobody could explain. I mean, no kids, like little kids, maybe older kids. But a lot of people, they didn't understand what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. You know, I just played it. And if it was fun, that was great. The story was a bonus. And that's just how I grew up as a kid. Like, even like back then in the, like when you played like Mario Bros, like what the hell? I mean, yeah, there was a story, but like, and? Like, you know, or if you just play like RoboCop or whatever the case is, like you started in the game and bam, you know, you start throwing stuff and beating people up, you know, like Ninja Turtles Arcade was a little bit of story, but you just play. Then that's how I was raised. I was just raised to the gameplay is what's important first. I don't care about the story, like, or the story can be there, but you know, I just played like arcade games. You don't know about the story. I was raised like playing arcade too. Like, you just go there. Just start pressing the buttons. Street Fighter, there's a story, but you just fight, you know? So yeah, man. And that's just how it was when I was a kid. I mean, I know it's very different for other people. Obviously, story has evolved immensely since I was a kid, you know? So I get it. I get it for people that are all like, you know, that put a high importance into story. And trust me, I'm not disagreeing with that. But for me, I grew up in the era where story was like, the storytelling was not like, it was all about the gameplay. Is this game good? Nobody said, is the story good? People always said, is the game good? And they meant gameplay. So that's just me. Yo, what's up, Mensa? How you doing today, man? How you doing? Let's see here, places. So do you hate this generation of games since it's more about story versus gameplay? Yeah, I kind of do. That's why I don't really like too many, like, a lot of the games that come out in today's day, it's more about the story. You can tell, like, when you play Watch Dogs, the controls are not very good. When you play Red Dead, the controls are trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about the stories in those games. It's about the voice acting. It's about the graphics. It's not about the gameplay. Because why do those games control so bad? Why are they? And the thing about it is that people are so used to laggy, unresponsive, not good controls that they've gotten so used to where it's okay. To where it's fine. It's literally baked into the expectations for an open world game is to have clunky, garbage controls or to have average, subpar controls, you know, or for the gameplay just to be okay. And, oh, well, the graphics are great. Oh, well, I can shoot this gun. Oh, well, it works well enough. Good game. 10 out of 10. 9.5, you know? So that's been, it's happened so much that that's just what it's expected. And it's become normal. It's become normal for games just to have trash controls. And that's just, it's fine. It's okay. Like Red Dead, you know? So that's just how it is. But I don't necessarily hate people that are, I mean, like hate the developers and all that for it. It's just how it is. That's just how games evolve. Like when you have better graphics, you got to have better story and all that stuff. So whatever. So, you know, yo, what's good, Chuba? Witcher 3 is a prime example of this. The controls are so bad, I quit in the first 30 minutes. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I quit in the first couple hours. The controls are trash in The Witcher. Like, they're horrible. They're not very good. They're not very good. I can't deal with that game's controls and the combat in that game. It's not very good. That's just my opinion. Maybe if I go back and play it, maybe if I play it on my monitor, it'll be better. But it's just, I don't think the controls are very good. I'll try it again though. I'll try it again. I'm more into exploring rather than story. Yeah, me too. I'm more into exploring rather than story as well. Red Dead's controls can be all over the place, but if you get a good handle, you can manage it. Well, it's not about managing it. Yeah, of course you can. And like, yeah, you can manage it. It's not unplayable. It's not like, oh my gosh, these controls are so bad. Like when I press up, they're going down. When I press left, they're going right. When I press this, he's glitching through the map. It's not like they're trash, like completely like to the point to where it's unplayable. It's not, when I say trash, what I mean is that like there's ridiculous input delay and lag with the controls. They're very blocky. People running like it feels sluggish. It doesn't feel smooth. It doesn't feel natural. It feels very blocky and sluggish, the controls. And people are so used to that. People are used to open world games controlling like horribly, you know? You said, nah, no monitor's gonna fix that crap. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So we'll have to just wait and see. No monitor's gonna fix it. It'll be better though. It'll be better. You guys have more questions? Feel free. Feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. Could we see an open world Kid Icarus game? I don't know about an open world Kid Icarus game, but maybe a new Kid Icarus game. Sluggish, exactly. Go play Breath of the Wild, Link, and it's very exactly, very responsive, very quick, speedy, very responsive. I mean, the first thing that I did, like when I played Watch Dogs, as soon as I started moving with Marcus or whatever his name is, I was just like, I mean, you can go back. I mean, I don't have the VOD up live to where you guys can see it, but the first thing that I do is I move with the character, and I just go, I know I'm playing again. I know I'm playing a Western game. That's the first thing that I say to myself is when I move with them. I'm just like, just a sigh, like, you know, like. Whatever. I don't think the sensitivity is going to change the fact that the characters move so sluggish. I don't think the camera sensitivity is going to change the sluggish movement of that. I mean, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. That's why I was so, like, when I play, like, Warframe is so smooth, you know what I'm saying? It's such a smooth moving game. Like, more Western developers need to make their movement like Warframe. Not that like they can do the same thing as Warframe, but the response and the control, like that's a Western game that gets it right with the movement and like the controls, you know? What do I think about Majora's Mask game after the Ocarina of Time? I hate Majora's Mask. That's a weirdo game. But I like watching I mean, I don't mind other people playing it. Like, I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not for me. I think it's a weirdo game though. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try out Mad Fire Monkey. I'm gonna try out Witcher 3 again. Paid Enthusiast says, do you think we'll see Sheik with their own game anytime soon? I don't know about anytime soon. The input delay adds to the realism. I know, exactly. It adds to the realism. Mobile controls are responsive. that, or like using your thumb on a touchscreen keypad. I don't know about all that, homie. The tapping, yeah, but I don't know about the mobile using your thumb on a non-actual physical D-pad. I don't know about all that. I'll try it out, Matt. I'll try it out, Mad Fire Monkey. I'll try it out on Witcher 3. I got an Xbox One X, so I mean I'm gonna try out Witcher 3 on the Xbox One X. What's up, Uzette? How you doing today? Better get a stylus. These phones don't even work with styluses, do they? Could we see a mobile Zelda game? Why not? What was your favorite game on the GameCube and why? Probably like Skies of Arcadia, just because it was so unique to me to have RPG sky battles and then also normal turn-based RPG battles. So like Skies of Arcadia, like Resident Evil 4. Those are like my two favorites. Resident Evil 4, Skies of Arcadia, or like Baten Kaitos, something like that. All really good games. Any other questions, my boys and girls? I got 15 minutes to answer questions, so. I'll send the controller. What unannounced Nintendo franchise do you think will make the jump to mobile? Unannounced, maybe like what's that? Like Style Savvy or something like that. Serenity Lotus says hyperrealism is my biggest issue with Western-based games. There you go. Uzette says, you talking about touchpads? I hate rubbing my finger on the touchscreen. Yeah, me too. I hate tapping on a screen to play a game. I've got like, if you count Xenoblade 2 and Torna, I got like almost 300 hours. The most disappointing game of 2018? I don't know if I have a most disappointing game of 2018. I played a lot of good games, really. But no, I don't really have a most disappointing or anything like that. Nah, I don't play fighting games on arcade sticks. Like I usually play like if I have like a Pokken tournament controller or like a GameCube controller, I just use like regular controllers for fighting games. I don't like fight sticks at all. I can't use those really. Favorite anime game? My favorite anime game of like all time? I don't know. That'd be tough. Like based off of anime, like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, something like that. If it's like based off of an anime game, not an anime styled game, I don't know. I think my favorite one would be like Naruto, like Clash of Ninja, like the Clash of Ninja series. Just that series in general is like probably like my favorite. So yeah. Yeah, actually, Mad Fire Monkey, we were talking about the Naruto games that Ubisoft made, Naruto Rise of Ninja and Naruto The Broken Bond. We were talking about me potentially playing those on stream. So yeah, I do like them. The gameplay is really bad. Well, the controls are bad. The combo system's horrible, but the jutsu system is the best jutsu system ever. So it makes it somewhat fun. So yeah. Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles. That game is hot trash, Hunter. I think you're joking. I think you're joking, dude. What is Serenity Lotus saying? I didn't see Serenity Lotus's comment. Okay, never mind. I see what never mind. I did read off the comment. Never mind. I did read off the comment. Even Monster Hunter World feels slower than the old titles. No, I think that maybe that's why it's easier. Okay. Shinobi Strikers was kind of bad too. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Naruto Sasuke's Justice? What the hell is Naruto Sasuke's Justice? That's not a real game, dude. That's not a real game. There's no Naruto Sasuke's Justice. What's this man talking about? Jeffrey Augustine says, favorite Cartoon Network character? Mine is Samurai Jack on the GameCube. Cartoon Network character? Or favorite Cartoon Network? Like, show? Or game? All the games are not very good from Cartoon Network. In terms of shows, like my favorite show on Cartoon Network was probably like Dexter's Lab or something like that. Or like Johnny Bravo. If we're not kind of like Dragon Ball Z, like Toonami or whatever. Whoa, Broken Bond and Rise of Ninja. I love the what combos? What are you talking about? Like you just press one button and then you end off with the finishing hit and then you do a jutsu. What combos are you talking about in Naruto, Broken Bond, and Rise of Ninja? There are no real combos. That game has the most basic and boring combo system out of almost any Naruto game out there. There is no elaborate combo system in that game. It's just pressing one button, and then at the end of the hit, you just knock them really far back. Now, the jutsu system is dope. It's like how you input different, like you do like the different analog sticks. Like if you want to do like a certain jutsu, you go like this, you go like, and like you do different combinations of the analog sticks. And as you're doing that, like you hold down a button, and as you're doing that, you do hand signs. That's dope, but the combo system? What combo system? You just press one button. Am I going to Evo? Maybe. I don't know yet. Grubby says that was funny. I thought Thor was going to be some stupid website. Okay. Will I play Grandia 2 on the Switch when it comes out? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, if they took the, like, here's the thing, Mad Fire Monkey. If they took the jutsu system from Broken Bond and Rise of Ninja and implemented it into some of the newer games like Ultimate Ninja would be a better game. Like Ultimate Ninja's combo system is not very good either. The only thing that why people play or buy Ultimate Ninja games is because the freaking graphics are amazing. Because the cutscenes and the graphics, this game has just the most. It takes the fight scenes from Naruto and it makes them even better. Like it improves from the anime and the manga. Like it makes it even better. Like the fight scene between Madara and freaking and the first Hokage, it was nowhere near that good in the anime. Like, like they blew that fight up and made it so much better. Like they go crazy. So that's the reason why people play those games, because of the insane battles. Like are the controls and combat good? No, like this game is so dumb. You double tap the X button and like you do like a flip and like you dash into. When the hell have you ever seen anybody in Naruto dash right into somebody, like full body dash and hit them to start a combo? That doesn't even make sense. The combo system and how they even made Ultimate Ninja, the new Ultimate, it doesn't even make sense. What the hell is the double, like you dash into somebody? Why is that even a thing? It looks dumb. It looks so dumb. It looks stupid, yet they put it in there. I mean, I've never understood that. Why that's even a thing. Like where you flip and then like you dash into somebody. Like that's so stupid looking. I know, yeah, like Sonic homing attack in Naruto. Like it looks like, why the hell is that even a thing? Like, and I've never, and they've always had that since the original Ultimate Ninja, or Japanese. I used to play like Naruto Mate or Ultimate Ninja. You know, I've never understood why that was ever even a thing. It looks dumb and it makes no sense. There is no lore of people dashing into people to start combos like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, so stupid. I hate the combat in those games, but the animations and the cutscenes are just dope, you know? So yeah. Yeah, the Storm games just look nice. Yeah, and like there's quick time events. Like you want to get the full stars on all the quick time events, and it just looks amazing. That's really the reason why people play these games. Like it just looks amazing, you know. Clash of Ninja had a much better combo system than all the games that we've talked about. Clash of Ninja it wasn't the most elaborate combo system, but it had a dope combo system in the game. Like it had a little bit more of a better combo system, jutsu, like chakra management. You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely better. It was a nice hybrid between like a Tekken type of game, you know, and everything. So I like it. I like it. Well, that's the series, Jeffrey. You said the Naruto games on the PS2, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja 4. That's basically that's the Ultimate Ninja series that you see today. It was just on the PS2. It's just a continuation. They just did it. It used to be like 2D. They just made it from 2D to 3D. But the mechanics of dashing into people like idiots were still there in the PS2 Ultimate Ninja games. It's the same. It's the same series, just in 2D instead of 3D. Like all the different items that you can get and how you fight. It's the same thing. They just made it for the next gen. They just scaled it up, but it's the same series. It's the same series. It just went from 2D to 3D, really. So yeah. Ocarina of Time N64 can't be beaten. Says Places combos are so easy. You can make a combo video holding the controller with one hand and the camera with the other. Yeah, you can. You only have to press one button. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. No says the only Naruto game I played was a demo on the 3DS. One of the Inti creates an Ultimate Ninja Impact on PSP. Pretty much Naruto Muso. Yeah. I never really could get into the Naruto games like that, but yeah, the combos were too easy to pull off. I used to watch my little brother play. Bro, you know what I used to do on Naruto? Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. That's the one with Sage Mode Naruto and Sasuke on there on the cover. The cover is dope, by the way. The cover is really good. Check out the cover for. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this cover if you haven't seen it. Literally, the cover is so good. I want to show you guys. It's much better than all the other covers in the game. So the cover is like my favorite thing about the game is the Storm 2 cover. Hold up. Here we go. Yeah, this is, oh man, that was the cover. I used to just, I freaking 100%ed this game, dude. The gameplay wasn't that great, but I 100%ed it because of that cover. I was so hyped to play the game because of this cover, dude. But yeah, man, yeah, I 100%ed it, but I used to play online in this game, and I used to just spam, spam Rasengans with the 4th Hokage, because the 4th Hokage was so good in that game, and you had to use the 4th Hokage to, or you have to get 50 matches, you have to win 50 matches online for one of the achievements, or to collect all titles. And one of the titles were to win 50 matches online, so I had to go online and play the garbage online in this game. Oh my gosh, it would be Hokage, 4th Hokage, spam, Rasengan spams all day, dude, all day. So yeah, I played the DBZ Tenkaichi series. Yeah, I played that. I played that one as well. So yeah, it was okay. Let's see. I'm trying to collect all the spirits in Smash. Good luck. Sage Mode Naruto was broken. There was a couple different broken characters in Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Sage Mode Naruto was a little kind of broken. He was pretty powerful. I think like the Susanoo, that power when you get Susanoo was broken with Itachi. Itachi was kind of broken in that game. Toby was annoying as hell. As an assist, Toby was just super annoying. There's combinations that were really annoying online, like, because you can use like assist characters, you know? There were some of them that just kind of caught you in certain loops. But yeah, Itachi, Sage Mode Naruto, there was quite a number of broken characters. So yeah, spam rank Rasengan Barrage. That's all I did, dude. That's all I did online. That's all I did. Never got into Naruto games, but I love. Oh yeah, I already read that. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? We'll answer questions from another 3 minutes. Another 3 minutes for questions. Another 3 minutes. Yeah, most of the awakenings were broken, but the Susanoo, to be exact, was super broken. Susanoo, whatever. So yeah, I'll answer questions for another 2 minutes, actually. 2 minutes. I have to keep these around 2 hours long. I gotta get ready for the podcast tonight, too. What anime would you love to be made into a game? You choose the genre. I mean, I know there's already Yu Yu Hakusho, but if we could ever get a Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game that's made by Arc System Works, I'd be really happy with that. Or a Naruto, an actually good Naruto fighting game, sign me up. Sign me up for that as well. Sign me up for that. How's the planning going for Sweden? Hold up. How to planning for Sweden takeover? How's to planning for Sweden takeover? What does that mean? Serenity Lotus says, places, what anime would you... Oh, I already read that. My bad. That question messed me up. Blue Phoenix says, I'd love to a Bleach game or Hit and Reborn, if you know what that is. I don't know what that is, but you know what? If you want a really good Bleach game, there actually is a really good Bleach game that you can play on your 3DS. It's called Bleach. Oh gosh, it's a DS game, but you can play it backwards compatibility. Bleach DS. It's called Bleach. The Blade of Fate. Yeah, Bleach. Bleach. I think it's Bleach Dark. Bleach Dark Souls or Bleach Blade of Fate. One of those two. I think it's those two games in general. Just those two games. Those two games are really good. Really good Bleach fighting games on the DS. So if you want a good Bleach game, if you got a 3DS, check out those games. They're really good. Really good. Fox McCloud, am I gonna play Smash? I might play Smash later tonight after the podcast. I meant to say, how's your planning for Sweden going? I haven't even started to plan yet, dude. It's still ways off. Any anime favorite books? No, I don't read books like that. But if I had a book that I read before back in the past, like Taxi Dog, that was a really good book. So yeah, Taxi Dog. If any of you guys know what that is. Taxi Dog, what other book? Where's Waldo? Is that those are books, right? Like the Where's Waldo books. Ripley's Believe It or Not books. Yeah, my favorite one is probably Taxi Dog. Yeah, who's my main in Smash? My main in Smash is Goku. Hunter x Hunter, yeah, I wanna watch that. I'll be watching that soon. We already got a good My Hero game. My Hero One's Justice is good, so. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. That's 2 hours. That is 2 hours for the stream. So before you guys go, please make sure you check out the new videos on the channel. Check out the new videos on the channel. And also, we need some more people. We got to get those Twitter followers up, guys. Oh my gosh, why is MatPat trending? Okay. It looks like MatPat's trending for a reason. I'll look into that later. Anyway, so make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I'll put my link in the description here, guys. Follow me on Twitter. All of you guys should be following me there. Make sure you guys do so. Go ahead and do that. Hit me up there. Also, make sure you guys check out my videos for the day. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. I got a new video on Zelda that I just did today. Zelda and Smash Brothers. So make sure you guys check that video out if you haven't already done so. Zelda and Smash video. So make sure you guys do so. And I got another video coming for you guys very soon before the podcast. Got to work on another video. So look forward to that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And we will see you guys later for the podcast tonight at around 5 o'clock PT. That is 8 o'clock Eastern time. All right. Peace out, Ninja.